I have finally pressed record.
Lovely.
Huzzah!
Tut tut.
I'm overwhelmed.
I apologize to our
What is whelmed though?
Welcome.
Can you be whelmed?
Well, we're already quoting Mean Girls. Welcome to the Finally Press Record podcast. This is somewhat of an introduction to the chaos that we are hoping ensues and probably will.
You're gonna love it.
I am going to... We should probably first say our names and then we can introduce ourselves. So I'm Pat, or Pat the Wise, as people have been saying lately.
I'm Grant, or Stubby, or Grant the Contrarian, as I am one to pretty much go against everything.
I'm Netty.
Okay, Netty's just Netty.
Cool.
We think he's a bit
Netty the Nuts.
I'm Dan the Muffin Man, who is just happy to be here.
Yes.
He is very happy to be here.
And as this was kind of my brainchild, we've been saying for years we wanted a podcast, or at least just someone recording it so that we could go back and listen to it, because we get into arguments. We're still friends at the end of the day, but we just want to go back. And
So we have evidence when we get committed.
Yeah, we have these really long talks about things, and we make, we end up pissing ourselves laughing most of the time. And then at the end of it, we're always just like, man, we should have recorded that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was like, well, why the fuck don't we record it? I can do that. I can do the thing.
Hence the super clever name.
Yeah. So we finally pressed record, and if there's someone out there listening, welcome aboard. If not, well, we're better than you. Go fuck yourself.
We should definitely start by saying that we are from Australia, which is a small rock on the very bottom of the arse of the world. So there is a lot of information that we will say that might not make sense to anyone who's listening from another country.
We should also mention that we are Australian, which means you're going to hear fuck. You're going to hear cunt. You're going to hear shit, balls, dick.
Basically, what the world considers swearing, we just have as normal vernacular.
Yeah, they're terms of endearment for us. And this is a... what I like to call PC, but not family friendly.
Yeah, we are PC, but we also have some console lovers here as well.
We're personal computers.
Yeah.
That's right.
Stubby, would you like to take this moment to introduce yourself?
You utter coward. Right, so, I would say I am a big video game fan, but not just a video game fan. I'm a big fan of the actual game industry itself. The stories and the things that have happened in it have just been absolutely wild. I've been working for over 20 years in the video game industry on the front lines. A little bit of a comic book fan. I know a lot about a few characters in comic books, but I don't have a broad knowledge of comics. Movies definitely have a long, list of loves. And I mean, yeah, music, been in and out of bands. It's pretty much about the main things that I bring to this. And also, I am a complete prick. I like to be contrarian. I like to be the devil's advocate, and I will argue against some things that I even agree with, just to see if other people's convictions are there.
Yeah, he likes to stir the pot, and it's not so easy to do an intro when you're the first one off the rank.
Welcome to my TED Talk. Fuck you, I'm still doing a better job than you did.
Yes, well,
He's right,
I'm right. Netty, I defer to you next.
Yeah, sure. I honestly just love video games, and I love fucking hanging out with my friends. When I was asked to join this podcast, it was a fucking glorious day for me because I've just had a shit ton of fun doing this. So my general interest is, I fucking play video games all the goddamn time, but I just really, really love good stories and things that you can tell the passion has been put into. So lots of different board games, TTRPGs, I DM, and trying vigorously to get Grant to play D&D with me.
Good luck.
Yeah. I try my best, but yeah, honestly, I'm just here to fucking sit with my mates and chat some bullshit and just have fun. So, and hopefully I can bring something cohesive at some point.
Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
So something to work towards.
Yeah.
It's always good.
It's good to have a goal.
We've kind of come into this introduction having recorded some sessions as all four of us. and you have an amazing knack for derailing a train that hasn't started going yet. So, welcome aboard, Netty.
My train of thought is constantly off the rails.
Yeah.
I don't think there was a rail to begin with.
No.
But that's good.
The Dan, the Muffin Man, you're up next.
Dan, the Muffin Man. Do you know the Muffin Man? I am Dan. I just love video games. I love everything nerd and playing games since I was a very young age. I read comics. I love to play TTRPGs. I am the only one in this room that has children, I believe. Yeah,
As far as I know, I don't.
look,
The night is young.
keep an eye out.
Somewhere there is a child with a locket. The only known photo of a father.
And I love all things nerd and play games regularly. I'm a big PlayStation fan just because I like getting platinums. It's just the main thing I try and go for. I love books. I'm trying to write my own at the moment. Just big nerdy person, and I love these guys. And as always, I'm just really happy to be here and excited to see what chaos and insanity we get into.
He did it.
There's definitely no shortage of that. That's for sure.
Yeah. And look, you might be in and out a little bit because you've also just had a second baby. So
That's right.
we might
Unlike with your partner, with us, you pull out constantly, you son of a bitch.
It's how you do it. Yeah, they still haven't found the hospital I got it from, so that's good.
No gives his back.
and that brings us full circle to me. So I am Pat. I am neurodivergent, autistic, and ADHD as fuck. And that will come out in the podcast, as I will probably not be able to edit out how much I derail every conversation we have.
Tangent Man.
Yes, I've had the nickname Tangent Man for a very long time. So I come from a background having worked in the games industry. I've studied film, animation. I have a background currently working in app development. I'm a massive gaming fan, love comic books, probably a bit too much. I will know everything about a lot of comic book video games and movies you can think of. This podcast for me, like, it was a way to bring us all together. It has been a constant, which I love, and I hope it continues to be a constant for a very long time. I'm also a massive board gamer. Love board games, love tabletop RPGs. Also a DM. I'm DMing 2 people that are currently sitting at the table, which is dungeon mastering. It's not as kinky as it sounds.
Yeah,
Sometimes makes it.
Sometimes it's as kinky as it sounds. And yeah, I really hope you come along, enjoy the ride, and listen to us all shoot our shit, as it were.
I'm sure we'll also have a couple of friends pop in for like one-offs here and there.
And look, I know that
We're thinking of already.
we've kind of echoed a few things around particularly video games, and I'm sure a lot of our conversations will be about video games, but this is very much an unscripted podcast. We don't have any one theme or topic.
We even try to not fact check ourselves during as well. Like, to be honest, it's kind of just
and look,
more just conversation. Never let the truth get in the good way of yarn.
If the preparation for this podcast before we launch is anything to go by, there may be some retractions in the future.
What preparation?
I mean, like, having recorded some episodes already and not fact checking as we go.
Didn't see my notes for the Deadpool conversation.
No.
Anyway,
That was an episode I wasn't here for, but I love to listen to it.
Look forward to it.
and look, if you don't want to listen, this whole thing was started so that we could. So
We'll listen to ourselves.
yeah,
But
We actually probably will.
I 100% will.
if you do want to listen, leave some comments. It's always lovely. Do the usual sort of nice.
what's that Borderlands 3 thing? Like, subscribe, and obey.
I was trying to be more tactful, I guess. But yeah.
Smash that like button.
Yeah,
But,
ringling that dingling bell.
No, we hope you enjoy because we're having a fucking blast.
Hell yeah.
And thanks for listening. Tune into our next episode where we beat the living shit out of Netty and think you do anything about it.
That's a good one.
So hard.